Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel once again. So, I'm starting this 7-day series of Christmas element drawing or Christmas doodle. So, every Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to post one video around all these beautiful Christmas stuff. Learning this element is absolutely important and base of all kind of painting that you wanted to do during Christmas. You can create your own greeting card or any stationery item for yourself and your loved one. So, I'm starting with Christmas tree today, and all these trees are super simple to draw and to paint. I am creating this triangle kind of shape with the help of pencil first, just to create a baseline, and we are going to draw everything inside this, so you don't have to be very precise on this. You can draw this on a loose side as well, it's totally fine. You can use needle pen or you can use simple ball pen as well. I always say this, you can use normal ball pen. So today I'm going to use these normal ball pen only, so that I can show you it's not important to use fancy pens and all those things. Just to start with, you can use normal ball pen also, it's totally fine. So now let's start with the first one. So I'm always going to create this star kind of structure at the top of each triangle, and for this particular one we need to create curved line like this, and the extension of all these lines are depend on your triangle shape. Like if your shape is little broader, then you can create little longer line, and then you can convert all these lines into pine leaf. So you need to create multiple spikes like this, and then you can draw some Christmas bubbles or bulbs in between. You can make it a little bushier. Make sure you're not ruining your triangle structure, and this is as simple as drawing some pine leaves in a curve kind of structure to create a Christmas tree. If you want to make it more bushier, then you can add more spikes around your lines, and then at the base you can create a small branch. And we are done with the first one. Let's talk about second one. So again, for the second one also I'm creating these 4 lines to create stars and all those, and then for the tree I'm creating these curved spikes on both the sides of triangle, and then I'm also doing the same thing in the center part as well to make it little bushier. So we have all these spikes everywhere in this triangle shape, and this is more slightly in a horizontal direction. You can also do the same thing in a vertical direction, so that you can get some perspective of all these spikes as well. And then you can create some Christmas bubbles in between. You can start with Christmas bubble, it's also fine, but I have started with leaves, and then I'm adding all these bubbles in between whenever I feel like. You can create small stem at the base, and it is as simple as that. Now let's start with the third one. So for the third one I'm creating one vertical line, and then I'm creating these sub branches based on the triangle shape. So as we are moving upward direction, the lines are shorter in length, and then you can divide into multiple sub branches like a tree only. And then in each line that you have created, each lines or sub branches that you have created, you need to create small leaf kind of pattern attached with each other, left and right side both. You need to create all these patterns around every line that you have. So now you have understand it, so I'm moving quickly because anyways we are repeating the same thing, nothing fancy in here. You just need to divide into multiple branches and sub branches, and then you can create small leaf kind of structure towards left and right side on each and every branch that you have. I think this one is something I like very much. Creating a small branch at the base and Christmas bubbles is totally optional. If you want, you can do it. If you don't want it, just avoid it. And we're done with the 3 doodles. Now let's create two more. Again, I'm creating a star kind of shape at the top. For this particular one, I'm creating some leaf kind of pattern tightly attached with each other, but I'm also making sure I'm not ruining my triangle structure. So as you can see, I have created few bigger, few smaller in a different angle, but all the triangle are filled with these kind of leaves. Then you can do some extra detailing like creating lines in between each leaves and then do some contouring process to add more sketching into your doodles. All these sketching method is totally optional, but if you add all these kind of detailing, it gives you a very nice effect in your drawing. So try to do all these contouring and hatching process. Now let's do another one. Again, I'm creating a star kind of structure at the top. This time I'm creating this structure in a bold format, and I'm repeating the same star kind of structure throughout the triangle shape. So this is more like the tree itself is filled with all these star pattern. So you can start with bigger star shape and then you can end up having little smaller, filled all the area, and then you can also add small bubbles as well, and we are done. Now let's create few more. So again, I'm creating a star structure at the top, and this time I'm creating spiral kind of shape. So this is more like you have some spiral structure around your triangle, and through end you can repeat the same thing. You can create a small base, and this is the basic structure. So basically we need this kind of structure having some spiral kind of shape in it, and then you can do little bit of contouring on both the side, left and right, to get some extra detailing into it. And I think this is enough. You can add bubbles in between, and I think this is the simplest one and easy to draw. So we are done with this one. Now let's move to the another one. Again, I'm going to repeat the same thing, creating a star shape at the top and creating a small branch at the base. So these things are common throughout the doodles, and creating bubbles is also common. So this time I'm starting with the bubbles and creating a small zigzag serrated leaf kind of structure in between. So these are deeply serrated leaves in different angle, and I'm filling all the areas that we have around our bubbles with these structure. So you can add different perspective of all these leaves just to fill the triangle area, but as these are small doodles, so you don't need to think much around perspective. You just simply create all these pattern inside it and you are done with your one more drawing. You can make it little bushier to add more and more element into it. For this particular one, I'm creating one line at the center and then creating sub branches like we did for the third one, creating more sub branches exactly like the third one. And this time I'm creating bigger leaves on both left and right against each and every line that we have. So ultimately you will get some tree kind of structure. This one and third one is almost similar to each other, but this one having little bigger leaf and third one having a very small structure in it. Now let's create two more. I'm going to create star kind of shape again at the tip, and in this one I'm creating zigzag kind of pattern going back and forth, creating some structure like this. So this one and second one is like common to each other, but in the second one we have created small spikes. In this one we are creating zigzag kind of pattern going back and forth, and you can do it again and again to make it more bushier, and you can create your bubbles and base of the tree. something like this one, but little variation in it. You can keep this star shape intact at the tip of each triangle. And let's do the last one. So last one is my favorite one and the easiest one you can do. You just need to fill all the triangle area with some random pattern into it. Nothing specific, not defined, just random pattern here and there, just to fill the triangle structure. I think this one is my favorite one. So you can do your own doodle inspired by all these doodle that we have learned today, and hope you have liked this video. Please do let me know if you have any kind of feedback for me, and thank you so much for watching my videos. In the next video we are going to learn how we can draw ribbons. So see you guys in the next video.